Hi, welcome back to the AV Academy here at CYP in Shepperton in the UK. My name's Neil Walton, I'm the Technical Training Manager here at CYP, and I'm here again to talk about some new products. So today we're going to talk about a new range of HDBaseT matrices. Now this is the first in a series of videos, and I'll firstly introduce the product, and there'll be some videos later on that show some real-world scenarios. So, it's an HDBaseT matrix. However, it also incorporates an audio matrix. Now this one is the flagship product, which is the PUV-1082-4K22. So 4K denotes that it can handle 4K resolution, and the 22 means it's HDCP 2.2 compliant. So it's a 10 by 10 video matrix. It also has built into it a 10 by 14 audio matrix. And what's clever about the product is you can embed and de-embed audio across the video and the audio matrix. So, the compatible receiver is the new PUV-1080RX, the new slimline form. And these receivers have an optical input, which allow you to get the audio from the back of a TV on optical into the receiver, and that will route the audio into the matrix itself. So just to look at the back of the unit to get some more information. So you can see there are 10 HDMI inputs. Now these are HDMI 2 inputs. And there are 8 HDBaseT outputs that are compatible with the PU-1530 receiver. You'll notice the outputs are yellow and the input in the receiver is yellow. So this denotes that it's POH, or power over HDBaseT, which means it's 48 volts. Right, so we also have 2 HDMI outputs. Now these HDMI outputs can be mirrored or can be independent. If you input on the HDMI, because it's HDMI 2, a 4K source that's 60 Hz at 444 colour spacing, the HDMI outputs will maintain the 4:4 colour spacing. However, on the HDBaseT, because of the limitation of HDBaseT, because of its bandwidth, this unit will downmix the colour 444 down to 420 on the HDBaseT outputs. So let's look at the audio. So we have 8 analog stereo audio outputs. Now these would normally be associated with each of the HDBaseT outputs for each of the zones. We also have 4 other analog stereo outputs. These could be used for audio only zones. All of these audio outputs can be controlled from the matrix. So you have volume up and down, you have treble and bass correction, you have an analog delay that allows you to correct any lip sync issues, and also you've got mute and unmute commands. As far as audio inputs, we have 4 analog stereo inputs, 2 digital coax and 2 optical. We also have 2 connections here that are called audio CAT. Now these audio CAT connections via a CAT cable can be connected to our PU-305 units. The PU-305 is a BD, or bidirectional, which means for each of these inputs you can have an audio in and an audio out, and you can have an analog version or a digital version. You can also use these audio CAT connections via CAT to connect to our AU-A50 amplifier, which means you can route audio from the matrix to the amplifier, and also any sources connected into that AU-A50 amplifier can be routed back into the system. Now, we do have all the usual controls, so you can control it over IR, RS-232, there's a web GUI, and there's Telnet to control it as well, and all the drivers will be available. The web GUI is quite sophisticated. You've got full EDID management. You also have a section on AV pairing, which I'll go into a bit later on, which is how you configure it for different sorts of zones. So this is the PUV-1082-4K22. So this is the full HDBaseT one. There is a derivative of this, which is the PUV-1082-PL-4K22, which means it's the light version. So you have a different receiver that doesn't have a LAN port on it, and your distances are limited. We also are releasing a 662, so there's a PUV-662-4K22, which is 6 sources to 8 outputs. Then you have a light version of that, a PL version, a light that supports power, 4K22 as well. And we're also releasing a PUV-442. 4K22 as well. So that's the full HDBaseT version. There'll only be a version of that version, there won't be a light version of that. Now, this is just the first of a few videos. There's going to be some more videos that will demonstrate the flexibility of this unit and demonstrate some real-world scenarios. Now, if you need any more information on this product, or indeed any other products of CYP, please go to our website, which is www.cypeurope.com.